Right now, more than 70 million Americans are under heat alerts in the southeast and southwest. Temperatures are climbing well above 100 degrees in some areas, with dozens of record highs broken this week. In Arizona, the extreme heat warning has been extended through Friday, where the lows are forecast to stay in the 90s. That is where we find CBS News correspondent Jason Allen. Jason, I've spent 32 summers in the desert, 30 of them right there where you're standing. What is different about this?
So you're accustomed to this then, and you know that it is a truth, Lindsay, that when somebody says, oh, over 100 degrees, it doesn't make any difference anymore. It absolutely does make a difference. Every single degree you get up makes a difference. And so we are in this stretch right now, as you said, of an extreme heat warning, extreme even for Arizona, with temperatures up to 110, 111 degrees from now all the way through Sunday. The reason we're standing right here, as you said, you've been here before, this is at the trailhead to Echo Canyon, and you'll see the sign back here says closed because of extreme heat during the daylight hours, 8 to 5 o'clock, because they don't want anybody coming up here and getting on the trails and being overcome by these temperatures and then having to be rescued by emergency medical services who are here. Happened to somebody yesterday, and when they got that victim off of the mountain, they said that their core temperature was at 104 degrees, which they have been cooling down people, trying to cool them down very, very quickly now, getting into ice bags and ice water bags to get that core temperature cooled down. This is all part of a big heat dome, a high pressure dome that has been extending from the desert southwest here all across the middle of the country to Texas, over into Florida, where in Miami they had their first 100-degree day since the 1940s. Texas, I know, has been in a stretch of 9 straight days of 100-degree temperatures, and it can be deadly. In fact, in Garland, just outside of Dallas, there was a 5-year-old child that was left in a car and died, unfortunately, there yesterday. So this is going to extend for several more days. As you said, we're used to the heat here, but we are already, Lindsay, in the top 5 for years where we've had 110-degree days here in Phoenix, and you know it's not over yet. We got heat for several more weeks still before this is done.
Yeah, it really doesn't cool off in Phoenix in earnest until late October, but I got to ask you, the control room's got to know, what's with the long sleeves?
You have to keep, look, I know what I'm doing, right? I grew up in the desert. You have to keep the sun off of your skin. It's worse if you roll the sleeves up. I know what I'm talking about.
We trust you. We believe you. Jason Allen, thank you so much. You and your crew stay safe and stay cool.